We got our brown water. Preparing for the brown water bash coming up next weekend in Biloxi. All right. We got 3 in there. Let me see real quick who else is potentially live right now. Well, I can't compete there. Bluff is live. I'm live. I'm live. Little phone call from the wife there. She must have just gotten done with her thing and is headed on her hour or so drive back. That's okay. I see Big AZ is also live as usual. LSC, Bluff. All right. So we'll do our thing anyway. We got 4 of us in here. I don't mind. It'll pick up as we get going and LSC ends, I'm sure. So without further ado, let's get some dice and get things going here. So I'm going to play the same thing I've been playing here lately. Try to keep it the right way on the table. I got a $1,000 bankroll here in my rack. You all have $1,000 in Crapsee. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, crapsee.com. You can play along with us live. It's all fake money. It's just for practice. Good learning thing. So you can find us in the live tab as Live Wednesday on Crapsee. So enough yakking. Let's get some dice rolling. Dice are out. 314 to start us off. So let me get my bets up. I'm going to do $10 on the 4 and 10, $12 on the 6 and 8. Play those separately. Double tap the 6 and 8, sort of double tap the 4 and 10, but there's my Talladega chips. I got to go to Talladega, the race, and work it weekend before last. So this one is the old style version of Talladega and their logo, and this is the new version of Talladega and their logo. Pretty cool race, and I'm not really a NASCAR guy, but I am now. There's something about going to a real race that just gets to you. Hello, Skill. And aloha, coffee land. All right, so we've got 5 slowly building in there. Dice are out. 2, 1, 3. Mark those up. We'll probably go for a short session tonight. I'm going to try and do a quick session, pick it up, not so much yakking, a lot more faster pace. I have a headache kicking, trying to drink some water along with the brown water. And we already know the significant other is en route. So nice are out. Long roll back, but that's a 6, 4, 10. We'll take that hit on the 10 and stack it up. Make it, we'll add, the 10's going to pay me 18. We're going to pay it 20. Oh, that's a green chip. We're going to pay it 20 for 2 on the table. And we're going to add 10 to each of the 4 and 10 and make those buy bets. If they hit again, we'll keep the money and bring it back down to base level. We're just up and down that all night. Yep, LSC should be wrapping pretty soon there, Skill. So try not to overlap too much, but like I said last week, this is the time I have to do this, so be it. All right, here we go. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. Great 8. The 8. What was the other one we rolled? We rolled a 3. We rolled a 10. Hmm. Let's see. Where am I? It's something offline happened that screwed me up. So let's see. That was okay. That was a hit on the 8, so we're going to double tap that. So let's see. That's going to pay me 14. And we're just going to stack it. Back the 2. Here we go. Dice are up. 5, 3, 8. So our double tap works. We're going to bring that back down to base level. So 24 is going to pay 28. We're going to pay it 30 for 2. Bring that to the rack. Come back down to base level and rack that stuff. A little rack management here. All right, everybody's ready. Let's go. 516, the mixer. So that's it's going to pay me 14. We'll do we'll do 14 instead of paying it 15 for one. And we will take that and spread it to the 5. Pick up the 5. Yeah, do a little check change here. I like to see my rack rebuild. Sweat the money a little bit here, real quick. Everybody's ready? Let's go. Oh, forgot to do same thing on the. Yeah, there we go. Mix my own bets there. Dice are out. 628. Grade 8. So it's going to pay me 14. And we're going to rack the 4 and spread out to the 9. Gained a couple more players there. Here we go. Oh, I did it again. Hang on, got to fix my own bets in Crapsee. There we go. Nicer out. 538. This time we're going to collect that one. And we'll do 15 for one. Everybody's ready, so here we go. 213. Craps. We already got that one. Whoop. Mark the right number there. 213. So what else we miss? It's 8, 6. Mark the 6 on the table. 8 and 10. Okay. All right. Pretty much everybody ready? Let's go. Dice are out. Oh, 617. Just when we were getting going. Now it's a 10 roller to start us out tonight. Let's see. What do we have out there? $84. We had 84 on the table. So dump the bowl. Puck's gonna come off. Reset the ATS. Get some new ones. So we ended that in the green, though, up 18 on our Crapsee, and I don't know. Somehow I probably did something wrong here somewhere in the rack. There's 400. Size this guy out. That's 500. Okay. Oh, I got it right. There we go. We're up. Put all the reds in the rack there. Let me do this. So that should look like that. There we go. Now that's what I started with bankroll wise. Another player there. Hello there, 208. Welcome. All right, so dice are out, coming out. 527 on the come outs. Come out cookie for you. Frontline winner. LFC must have definitely just ended because here we go with some new folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we got 12 in YouTube and 14 in Crapsee. That's all right. That's the way I like to see it. Always kills me when there's like 3 people in YouTube and 10 people in Crapsee or more. Dice are out. And we got a 538. So the point's going to be 8. Yeah. Same old, same old. We're going to go 44, but not completely inside. It's going to be inside, outside. Stack up the 4 and 10 and the 6 and the 8. Leave the 5 and 9 empty. There we go. LFC did just finish. So hence the gain in sudden players and people watching us. Hello, everybody. All right, everybody's ready? Dice are out. Woo, that was almost something else, but it's a 4, 2, 6. So that's going to pay us 14. And we're going to stack it so we can double tap it. Put 2 in the rack. 19 in the room. Give everybody a little bit of chance to get going since we just had a bunch more join. Here we go. Dice are up. I'm going to try and keep a little fast pace tonight so you guys Make them quick. 3, 2, 5. Yeah. Maybe not HCS fast, but a little faster than normal. I got nothing on the 5, so does nothing for me. We will mark it up. Yeah, that's 6 as well. 17, 18, 19, close enough. Let's go. Nice run. 4, 1, 5. Oh, we're going to start this same thing we did the last 2 weeks. I got nothing on the 5. We're going to start nailing the 5. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Oh, 4, 3, 7 outs. I did not like the way those hit the corner of the back wall. Just lots of energy. All right, so we were up 32. Now we're down 24. Grindy, grindy. Let's reset. Lose, lose, lose. Dump the bowl. What comes off? Let's get some new ones. All right, here we go. Dice are out. I'm out. 5, 2, another come out 7. That's 2 rolls in a row. We've had a come out 7. This line winner, front line winner. Where are the don'ts? Reset the ATS. Always fun to watch the roll count just fly by. Ooh, that was weird. All right. Everybody's ready, so dice are out. Still coming out, and it's a 4 hard. 4 2 twos. What's going to go on the 4? I don't know if I like that. I moved the window Crapsee was in, so I could try to look over camera instead of over here. And no, that doesn't work. We're gonna do screw up if we do that or putting everything back. All right. So if you guys don't know, my screen is right behind the camera here in front of me, and 4 different panels to operate out of. So I kind of have OBS up there, Crapsee up there, my playback down here, and chat in this corner. So it's the brain thinking. I forgot to make bets. Hang on. So let's get Cross and down on the 5 and 9. Okay, so you guys get another chance. Buttery. Buttery, as David says. There we go. All right, bets on the table, match bets and Crapsee. Dice are up. 639. I don't have a 9. It's up a little bit. And as soon as we hit 18, we'll hit the button. Come on, 18. There we go. Dice are up. 325. We're going to do this again. Oh, the 9 and the 5, since I don't have the 9 and the 5. All right. We're going to learn a lesson from last week. 25 out there on it. I'm going to do the, we've turned buy bets on for this one. So that's going to be Mississippi buy right there. Since we're getting ready for Bound Water Bash here, weekend after this one. Here we go. Dice are out. Yeah. 617. That's, you put a little extra out there. That's what happens. Break strategy. Undisciplined, Leon. Undisciplined. All right. So I get asked this question so much that I wrote it on my little whiteboard here. My tub is 69 inches long from rubber to rubber and 36 inches from uh, front to back. The table itself is 80 and a half by 48 with the rails. And the stick area here is about 32 and a half inches wide. The box is 51 just because the angles are a little bigger back there. And then my bank is 28 wide and 5 deep. So it is a appropriately 69-inch table. It's the ratio on it is perfect for TV, and the just happy accident that it turned out that way. So, all right, so let's clear those bets. All those losers. And you can see me sort of build this table on my videos. I built this table before I actually started a YouTube channel, but I have taken it apart and put it together several times in different videos just to show you how it's built and made. And then the other table build, which is even smaller, I have a whole walkthrough video on that you can go look at. Same concept for that one, just a box. Pretty easy. Minimal tools required. And I'm getting ready to build another one out of some reclaimed pallet wood, which is part of what this one's made out of. So All right, so looks like everybody's ready. Here we go. Let's get some new dice. What do you say? Oh, look at that. That was when I first. What are the chances? Oh, you couldn't see it because my head was in the way. I had 3 singles and 2 12s when I flipped the bowl over. Here we go. Dice are out. And we are just random rolling tonight. 415. Of course, the number that I was looking for is the next number to roll. Good old Murphy. Dice gods are laughing. What does the leaderboard looks like? Okay, let's go take a look. Yeah. Dora, Florida Craps. Another Florida Craps player. I'm a Florida Craps player. I'm up in Panhandle. All right, we got 17 out of 21. Let's get some bets up on the table. Cross. Take down the 5 and the 9. And I want really badly to get hit on the 25. 5. So we're going to put that guy out there first. I'm going to put 50 in green down. A little change. I got some singles in the rack, so we'll use those guys for the ones. And since we're in Biloxi, we're saying that's a buy bet on the 5. And we got some people ready, so here we go. 4, 3, 7 outs. PSO. We have taken a turn for the worse here. That's what happens when you break discipline. All right, so we started out with a 10 roller, I think. Yeah, let's go to that screen. We started out with a 10 roller and had a 6, then a 5, and now a 2. And yeah, we didn't get very far on the last one. So we're down. We're definitely down. What's the leaderboard look like? Go look at this version of it. Got some people who are up. That's good, but otherwise, it looks like reality. Looks like a real table there. That's good. Any degens? Oh, I always like to scroll down and see who the degens are. The usual crowd. All right. Some of you are the usual crowd. Some are not. All right. So play like it's real money because that's what we're practicing for. This is not a tournament. This is let's see how you do like you were at the casino for real. Switch screens back. And nice round. Five, 416, 416. I started to say five there. 4-1. Oh, no, 415. My brain is like all kinds of. So back on that five. That was a point last time, wasn't it? Oh, we're going to do this. Keyboard is going to be like, nope, I'm not working for you anymore. There's no such thing as a 416. I'm hearing my own playback in my ear. Sometimes shit just comes out of your mouth. It's like, what are you saying, dude? All right, so you're gonna go back to the normal strategy. Six. We'll go a little short. We're gonna leave one of them off. We're gonna leave the six. We're gonna leave the six open. If we get a hit on the eight, we'll fill that six. 15 out of 16. We lost some people there. Table went dark and people disappeared. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8, which is awesome because now we get to fill the six. Now in Crapsee, I already have the six, so that's okay. That eight. And let's see. We're gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Here we go. Dice are out. 10, hard 10. Down on the end. Palin's best friend. That's gonna pay us 20 for 2. And we'll spread that between the 4 and the 10 and make them buy bets. And everybody's ready. Let's go. 6, 1, 7 outs. Didn't get anywhere. Didn't get out of the hand. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? We're at 43 minutes. Well, let me check something else real quick here. Stand by. Okay. We got a little bit yet. Yeah. Pretty much everybody's ready. Let's get some new ones. And dice are out. 5, 2, 7. Another come out 7. Here we go. Dice are out. Still coming out. Bam. Back to back. 5, 2, 7. Come out 7. Get those out of the way now. That'd be great. That was a nice long roll. Recover some bankroll. Some of you are thinking hard about what your next move is going to be. All right, here we go. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. So 10 is going to be the point. I'm going to drop 50 to get 44. Need some change. Need some ones. Back to 6. Get our bets up in Crapsee. Same. I have done good so far, making all my bets the same in Crapsee as they are on the table. And enough people are looking like they're ready. High contested race for first place. Ooh, it is. That is. That's good stuff right there. All right, here we go. Dice are out. But it is not a tournament. Friendly competition is always good, but dice are out. And that's why. That's why. Because that is another PSA. Let's see what that does. What are you guys doing? Let's go back to rolls. Let's see what some people are doing here. We get some dark side play going on there. Let's skill. A little bit of a hybrid, actually. Yeah. Okay. I am. By the way, you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at the bets that everybody just made on the last round there. So you can do that too. Do you know how? In Crapsee, you just click on the roll. Might as well stop and show you. Transition here. So you click on the roll, click on that last roll, and then if you click on the person's name, you can see the bets that they made, won and lost on the last hand. So you can kind of study other players and see their style. And sometimes people were sitting that one out. People were doing the one count on it there. So let's transition back, get back to some throwing dice. All right, so I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and call it now. I'm going to do 2 more shooters, unless the first one goes really long. And then we'll call it, because we're coming up on an hour. So that's about how long I like to go. Sleep is my friend. Here we go. Now we need to do new dice, and I probably should clear these. You know what? We're just going to throw in another 50 and get 6 and change. And Keep those bets off for the come out roll. So I don't have to take them down. All right. New shooter, dicer. You know what? We're gonna set this one. So we're gonna go 4-2-4-1. They haven't set all night. We'll try that out. Another come out 7. It's not what we want to see, but it is a pass line winner. I did throw that a little. All right, so pretty much everybody's ready. Let's go 4-2-4-1. 2-1-3. Or 2-4-1, and dice are out. 6-2-8. Or 8-8. Turn those bets on. We're out of brown water, so that's another sign that we should be done. Plenty of plain water. Here we go. Dice are out. 4-2-4-1. 5-4-9. No. Dice are out. 4-2-4-1 again. 6-1, 7 outs. Man, we just terrible night tonight. All right, so I gotta break 100 to stay in it. And we'll put 50 in the rack, 56. Still got my 44. Turn those off. Start with dump the bowl. We'll go back to random. And this is the last shooter. One more dropped off there. It gave up. It gave up. It's yeah, there's a lot of people with. This is reality. This is the reality of a table without controlled shooters on it. All right, dice are out, coming out. 415. Any of our come outs have been a 415 off of Randy, no less. Let's see. Right, dice are out. 213. I think I forgot to mark the point there. On the table, I did. Let's mark the point on the table. Turn those guys on. And most of you are ready. Let's go. That'll do it. 5-2, 7 outs. Rolled, but that's what she was. 5-2. Rough table tonight. Reality, reality, reality. All right, so let's take a look and transition here and see everybody did. I mean, just look at first of all, look at the sevens, 13 of them. The 8 is the only thing that came anywhere next in line with 7 8s, 6 5s, and then the distribution was just not looking very good at all. So some of you I see looks like you went probably darker towards the end, which is wise. Switch up your play, get a little bit out of it. And skill ends up on top. Miss Big Money right behind. And Super Miser was up there in number 2 slot, but dropped down. So let's see. There's a way to see that too, I think. There you go. Yep. Yeah, that last one was a big hit for Supermiser 420. So skill, nice steady climb, except for the middle beginning early there, kind of lost big, but got whacked, but steady from there on out. The hybrid play going. Missed big money, big at the end. We put some big money out there and it paid off. Looks like had to be on the don't, I'm guessing. And Johnny Bravo. Oh, joined, left, came back, up, down, up, down. So little bit of analysis never hurts anybody, right? All right, let's go down the bottom of the list and see what those look like. Yep, play big, lose big. Same deal. Play big, early in, lose big. Play big, lose big. Play big, lose big. Yep. So that's what you'll typically see down at the bottom, especially when there's multiple buy-ins available. So, all right, well, that does it for this. Just another Wednesday. Wednesday Live. I kind of renamed it because I noticed Live Craps gets a little more attention when you put that in the title. So we'll use some of the power of YouTube to leverage there to get the algorithm to work for us. But we went from just another Tuesday and just another Wednesday, or just another Crapsee Tuesday and just another Crapsee Wednesday, to live Wednesday. And if I do Tuesday again, it'll be live Tuesday. So, but thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to seeing some of you at the Brownwater Bash coming up here weekend after this one. And good luck at the tables, and hope that you do well. If you want to learn how to build a table, go look at some of my videos. If you want to build a really nice professional furniture grade looking one, go look at Craftsmaster Journey's videos. If you want the easy version, go look at my videos. And if you just want a layout, just get a layout. And there's a mini version of that too. You'll see that on my channel. But you can play crafts anywhere. So that's my gig. So anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and have a good night. Thanks for watching Great Crafts.